was actually talking with Robert, and I was like, man, the fitness industry is really, really hard. And I'm guessing, based on his response, he hears that a lot from people. Like, oh, what we do is just harder than anybody else's, right? And he goes, why? Why is it so hard? Like, what is it about it that it's so hard? And here's like the biggest reasons. You guys probably have a longer list than I do, but this is what I believe is hard. Not just, even from a longevity standpoint. It's really easy to be all in for a couple years, but where are you at in year 9? Where are you at in year 10? Where are you at in year 15? Anybody can be all in for a couple of years, but in order to be successful long term, this stuff starts to weigh on you. So 76% turnover pre-COVID in the fitness industry. 76% turnover of people who work in the fitness industry, right? We're going to talk about why that's such a problem. 55% of younger demographic will leave their job within their first year. Guess who the majority of our coaches are? They fit in that demographic, right? So not only do you have, like, I don't know what other industry has 76% turnover, but you're also hiring people that are the most likely to turn over. They're trying to figure out their life while they're working for you. And that's not an insult. That's just the fact of life. If you're 22, 23, 24 years old, you're still trying to figure out your life. And unfortunately, part of that might be, I don't want to do this. That sucks, that hurts, but that's just the reality of where we're at. Late nights, early mornings. It's hard on the body. Let's just face it, like if you're doing boot camp at the level you need to do boot camp, like the level that hopefully you guys saw down below, that starts to wear on you. You do boot camp the way that makes people actually want to come to fucking boot camp, it starts to wear on your body. Leading and manage your team, and all of them don't like change. Actually, no one likes change. All change equals loss, right? So you're always dealing with the people's emotions. A ton of competition, and it can be a race to the bottom. For example, one of our team members left and opened an F45, and what they would be like, well, what are they charging you? Okay, we'll charge you less. That was their fucking, whatever it was, we'll just charge you less, right? You're gonna have that. If you're the best, all people are gonna do is try to undercut you. If you look at Amazon, you know what Amazon's strategy is when they try to go into a category? They try to put you out of business, and then they raise the rates. So what they do is go, all right, this category, because guess what? They know every category and what's working and what's selling. They're like, hey, this is really hot right now. We're gonna make the same widget, the same thing, and we're gonna sell it for less, which if people are just buying off price, you're gonna go for the cheaper price. And they obviously highlight that, so you see it, you start buying that, you put that out of business, and then guess what they do? They jack up the rates because they lost all their competition. Kind of clever, right? Kind of asshole-ish, but it's kind of clever. Dealing with emotions and feelings on a regular basis. I was talking to Darylyn yesterday, she's like, it's exhausting. It is. Anyone who says it's not is a liar, or we need you coming up here and giving this presentation, right? It is absolutely exhausting, but it's not just team members, it's clients. Every single day. Bejo said this one time when Kobe Bryant died, he's like, why is like the whole world sad that this athlete that they've never met, never ever did anything, and they're like really sad and depressed that some person that put a ball in the hoop is, no longer with us. And he said a lot of people plug their umbilical cords into other people. And unfortunately, you guys are the person that they're plugging into. The team's plugging into you, your clients are plugging into you. During COVID, the emotional state of people, right? And then you have 22, 23, 24, 25-year-olds who are not equipped to handle that, right? So the emotional stress that they're now going under, because they're not equipped to handle that, was high, which obviously I don't know if you guys saw massive turnover during COVID, but that was a big part of it. All change equals loss. So anytime you change anything, you are losing something. If you were at World Conference and heard my presentation, I believe that was an important presentation to hear, because that is something that you will be dealing with for the rest of your life. So if you didn't see that, go back and watch that presentation at World Conference. Transformation is more psychological than physical. The transformation process is psychological, so you are dealing with people's mindsets on a daily basis. If you want to help them, you got to shift and change their mindset, which is Really tough to do, right? You didn't sign up to be a counselor, but ultimately you need to become that and learn how to equip yourself to help people. And then it takes 3 to 6 months to get a coach to be good. Let's just say you lost a coach who's been with you for 2, 3, 4 years. They're a rock star. They have all the relationships with clients. New team member comes in and they're not so good right away. And it's no insult to them. It just takes a long time to actually be good at this game, right? But guess who they're comparing you to? The other coach. And the other thing you can never replace is the relationship that that coach had and the feelings that that client has, which I'll talk about here in just a little bit.